is Thursday, August the 1st, and I'm going to try to do Vlogust again this year. I hope it'll help me kind of get back on track with my crafting, for one thing. But I am walking into the barn over at London for the Rainbow Rider program. This is our last week of organized summer riding. We're finishing up a dressage camp today and tomorrow with my dressage coach Denise, and then we have a little play day on Saturday. It's been a great summer. We've ridden 8 weeks this summer, and I'm carrying in, I washed some of the saddle pads, and I've got a bag of much needed vetting supplies for the barn, so I'm headed in. But I'll share with you this beautiful view here. That's Lake Dardanelle and Mount Nebo there in the distance, and Spring Mountain also. And we're gonna get started by bringing horses up and feeding. Okay, well, I got the feed out, and Addison and her mom are here, and I'm headed down to bring up the first wave to feed. It's a beautiful morning. Definitely can tell fall is on the way, which is appropriate for today, which is Lammas, the first harvest, or Lunasod, however you want to call it. First harvest, and so we're headed down to bring up the first wave, which is commonly called the DB herd for me, my initials, because these horses all came from my farm. So, yeah. So hey guys. Good morning. I gotta let Shooter and Tuffy out. Let them out first today. You guys got out first last time. Hi there. How are y'all today? Huh? You good up, babies? Alright, off you go. Tuffy's like, I know it'll be there when I get there. Hi guys. Yes, I'm coming. Hello. Alright. Off you go. We're going, Sky. You guys remember the horse we got at Christmas? There she is. And that was her starved to death friend, who's looking a lot better there. And then our newest horse, Thunder. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and down and get my horse and bring her up, because it looks like we may get some rain. We've got some storms off to the north of us. They look like they're gonna track east of us, but you never know. And if you're wondering what happened to my eye, I have not, in fact, been in a bar fight. I cut it on a rabbit cage door. It's one of those situations where I had the door open and I reached over to get something and I cut my eye. Weather's looking a little bit ominous, so I have to pull the kids off the horses here in just a minute. It should blow through fairly quickly and then I can get back up. Yeah, it's moving. It's going straight south. But this will... Oh, are y'all talking about it? Are y'all talking about it? Yes, it's okay. It's okay, big boy. Just rub her on the wither, like their mamas did. There you go. Good. She's being good, so. You're not even, you're fine. Yes. You're a good boy. I know, it's kind of loud on this metal roof, isn't it? Yes. Hi, buddy. Wild start to the morning because we had a big clap of thunder after all the kids got down and all the horses got scared. We got back on track. So now I'm going to round pin Flame just a minute to get her ready for my lesson at 10. So with her, I'm just looking to see where her head is at today. See, she's already licking her lips, which means she's already listening to me. Trot, trot, trot. Good girl. Good. Girl. What a good girl. That's a good girl. Smart girl. You're so good. Get that out of your eyeball. Good girl. See if we got any rain. Yeah, got not quite. A little over 1/10 of an inch. And that little shower that came through. You gotta water the ducks. Check on everybody here. Hi guys. Gonna water you. Look, it's a cicada. That looks like a husk where one is molted right there. Are you alive? Nope. Well, yeah, there you go. Hi, cicada. See, that one probably just molted right there, and there he is. That's what's making all that noise. My crepe myrtle is blooming. Looks good this year. Yeah. Cool. Isn't it pretty? I'm not a huge fan of those, but my grandmother planted it, and it's big, and it's a nice place for the birds to hide, so that's all right. It gets to stay. Well, I'm home from the barn with my Sonic drink. As I'd mentioned, we had a little bit of a storm to start the morning out with, but we managed to get through everybody's lessons, and it was all fine. I'm glad I listened to my intuition, though, and told those kids to get down when I did, or that thunderclap that happened would have been a rodeo. Hi, Willie. Were you wanting to say hello? I have checked on everybody outside. I ran a couple of errands. I picked up some electrical tape, and I asked one of the dads to bring some plumber's tape for a couple of things we need at the barn. And have had lunch, and so I'm going, and I made a phone call to my insurance company for my long-term care insurance. They got my policy information all messed up. Oh, I've got a lap full of animals now. Anyway, I am going to relax for a little while. I've swept the floors while I was on hold for 20 minutes waiting on the insurance company. I got a sweet package from Miss Kim in the mail with some donated prizes for the podcast giveaway, so I'll show those the next time I podcast, and I'm going to try to do a better job. I'm going to relax for a little while and work on my longhorn steer, and I need to make up some blackberry jelly. I don't know if I'll do that tonight or tomorrow, but I've got the stuff to do it. I've just got to get it made up. But I'm going to relax for a little while and do a little bit of crocheting here after a while, and and then we'll see what else we get up to. So don't know if the storms are gonna come on later like they said they were going to or not. Right now it's clear. Well, no, it's partly cloudy outside and it's very humid. There is a cold front north of us. There's a low pressure system up in Missouri, so it's kind of swirling those storms around us. But I've got to get started on a couple of baby gifts too, so that's kind of getting me motivated again to get started. But anyway, so that's so far so good this morning. Had a good ride on Flame. Her left foot is still bothering her. I don't know. I know she's got a stone bruise on her heel. Ears, don't be so ill-tempered. And I know that there was a little bit of a cut there, and I've been treating that. But she's starting to act like she's developing an abscess, and I really hope that she's not. We've got one more day of dressage camp, and then she'll have a break for some time, so hopefully that will be enough for her to get over whatever is going on before we start our fall program back. But anyway, so that's been our day so far, and we're just going to relax for a few minutes and then see what else we can get up to. So I rested up, and I decided I would come out here and pick what was available in the garden and get some elderberries. I just about waited too long on my elderberries, but my hot peppers, they're waiting on me to throw them some scraps. My hot peppers are doing good, so I'm picking tomatoes to make taco sauce, and then I'm going to go pick elderberries to make elderberry soup. My cayennes are starting to ripen up. I'm going to pick a few of those to put in my taco sauce. And then I've got, let's see what else I've got over here. I've got poblanos. They're doing great. I picked off these cow horns the other day, so they're still having to mature a little bit. These are another, I think those are a kind of jalapeno. These are my mammoth jalapenos here. Oops. No. There it is. It took a minute. And then I've got these Scotch bonnets, which are, some of them are turning color, which is nice. And then these are, I think these are Anaheims. So these are Anaheim peppers here. And then down here, we've got ghost peppers. We've got one ripe ghost pepper there. And then the other one is still setting fruit. There's some more of the cow horns and the poblanos. Something damaged that one, so we'll throw that out to the crew over there. They're enjoying the scraps being tossed their way. But these are all Anaheims. Look how pretty those are. And then here's some more of those. Those are called mucho nacho jalapenos. Those are the oversized big jalapenos. So my hot peppers have all done incredibly well. Got a lot of these Scotch bonnets on here that are starting to turn color. So I need to pick those over and roast a bunch of those to put in the freezer. So won't be long before my figs are ripe. This is the best year I've had for them. These are brown turkey figs. I've actually got two of them. The other one is over here. It's had a little bit of a stunted year a couple of years ago, so it's a little bit behind this other one. And here's my muscadines. Now muscadines are not clustering grapes. They're wild, well these are tame varieties, but they're a descendant of a wild grape. They don't cluster, they just form like in groups of 2 or 3. And this is the best, by far the best year I've had for them, and they're getting close to being ready to go too. So we'll have muscadine jelly before too long. Grasshoppers have been a little rough on the elderberry bushes. I let them go a little bit too long, but the grasshoppers have eaten quite a few of them. Luckily, I've still got some syrup left from last year that I can use to make gummies, but I'll be able to get a few berries. Well, I've got a few elderberries here, and I see on top of my quince over there, I've got a quince or two on that tree also, so that's exciting. That's the first year that they've set fruit. I've got some on a tree over here I'll show you. Grasshoppers have kind of done a number on this poor quince, that and the bagworms. I've got to do something about those. There's a quince. Yay! There's one up there too. So that's exciting. Anyway, I'm going to take this stuff inside. Oh, my tall purple, or my tall gray-headed coneflower's blooming. I don't know if you can see that. Where's it at? Woof. There it is. It's blooming over in there amongst all that. It looks like my rattlesnake master is getting ready to bloom too. My pumpkins are doing good. My gourds are starting to take over the yard. My pumpkins are doing good. I've got a couple back there that I went ahead and picked. I need to go ahead and get the seeds out of them. I did learn a lesson about my pumpkins though. I need to make sure they're on straw and not sitting on the ground. Learned that the hard way. Baxter, I'm trying to crochet, buddy. Y'all got the bed all messed up here. You've got my granola bar out of my bag. How am I supposed to crochet? Smiley's being good. Baxter. How am I supposed to crochet? Big paws. Are you telling me I should have made a big orange cat instead of a humpback whale? You're pitiful. Oh, I know. Pitiful, pitiful, pitiful. Pitiful. Hi, ears. You're not helping my crocheting either. And then again, I have Baxter. Baxter. What, Baxter? Hi, ears. You're a good boy. Oh, don't box Baxter, though. He won't like that. Baxter doesn't like you doing that. What is it, Bax? It's never good. Hi, Becky. Look at how you've all grown up. Hi, Duck Duck. I'm filling up your water. Hello, Duck Duck. Yeah. You've got 8 boys and 9 girls. The boys are the ones with the green heads and the gray breasts. And the girls are the brown mottledy ones. Yeah, that fresh grass is fun, isn't it? Well, these are the 2 bunnies I went and got over spring break. You guys watch that. If you watch the spring break vlog, you remember them. Hey girls, you're eating your food. You got your feeder open again. Because you're smart girls. Yeah, you're smart girls. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and start the blackberry jam. So this is some blackberries from my place, some blackberries from a local berry farm that I've got in here, and I've put the sugar in, and I'm just going to let it cook for now. And then also I'm doing a pot of taco sauce. I've got cumin and some peppers and garlic and tomatoes in here, and I'm going to let this cook down, and then I'll blend it up and puree it essentially to make the base for the taco sauce. Yes, okay. And then this is how many elderberries I ended up getting. It's not very many, but it'll make a little batch of elderberry syrup, and I've got some elderberry syrup from last year, so I'm good to go. It's getting close to dark, and the cicadas are starting to sing. I'm going to call it a night here for the first day of Vlogust. I got a little bit done on my crocheted project tonight, which I will share with you tomorrow. And I got a start on some stuff I need to finish canning. I'm probably going to head into the shower and call it an early night tonight. We've got our last day of dressage camp tomorrow. And then I need to go to the feed store. So kind of getting organized on all that. But I hope you've enjoyed this first day of Vlogust. It's just a little bit of what I do every day. Nothing terribly exciting, but excuse me, my acid reflux is acting up and it makes me cough. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you've got any questions or if there's something in particular you'd like to know more about, you can leave me a comment. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see y'all tomorrow. So y'all be good to each other and take care of each other, and peace out, y'all. Good night. Bye.